20% of diagnosed cancers are considered to be rare, and many times patients do not have good alternatives if their traditional chemotherapy fails. Northwestern is launching a national clinical trial that is offering a new drug option, that is, to rare cancer patients. And joining us this morning to tell us more about this is Dr. Frank Giles. Thanks so much for coming in this morning.
Thanks for
Tell us about how you guys decided to put all of this together and why.
Well, over the last few years, as you've probably heard, every few months we seem to hear about a new drug or approach that gets our immune system back to doing its job if you have cancer. And its job is, we shouldn't have had that cancer in the first place if your immune system was dealing in the same way it does every day with infections, etc. So what the real positive revolution has been, we're learning how to get the immune system re-interested, re-engaged, do something about that cancer. So it's really empowering or re-empowering your own immune system to turn and attack a cancer that shouldn't be there.
Very interesting.
So this new study is taking two drugs for people who, as you said, have very relatively rare cancers and directing those drugs against the cancer.
So because these are rare cancers, these patients who have these, they probably don't have access to the proper type of medications because of the fact the word rare tells us it's not something you usually deal with. So the big drug companies aren't necessarily involved in coming up with solutions, correct?
No, I'm glad to say not anymore, because it's not that they ever, I think, or anyone was interested in actively discriminating against these patients. But lately, there have been so many improvements that are dependent on a lot of knowledge about the tumour, what the genes are that drive it, why our immune system isn't doing something about it. If you have a rare cancer, there's going to be correspondingly less data about what you have as a person. So it takes time to accumulate all that information. So what's happened is the big advances of course, coming along breast, prostate, the common cancers, because that's where the information is that you can then turn into a treatment. What's happening now, that benefit is spilling over, as you said, to people who've rare, which is not rare in total. It's about 1 in 5 of, say, the 25,000 people who'll die of cancer this year in Illinois. 1 in 5. Wow. That's a lot.
Okay, what does this mean? I mean, this sounds like it's an important thing that's being done. And what can this mean for these patients? I think
we're going to be able to give them an option. We at Northwestern, we at maybe perhaps up to 1,000 other sites across the United States, there'll be first be an attempt to understand the genes in the tumour, find out do you have a specific drug to deal with one of the problems there. And if we can't find a specific drug for you, then we will screen you for this study to look at whether your immune system can be re-engaged.
Okay, so this trial is currently going on, the study's going on. Who can qualify for this, and what do you want people to know who are watching at home about this?
The most important thing is if you have cancer, do know there's lots of people on your side. Do know there's enormous progress being made. Find us at Northwestern or somewhere equivalent and try and find out about a study. This is one of many.
So, but if people are watching at home today and they want to get involved, what is your advice to them?
Go online, go on to this show will have web links, etc. Find out about what specific type of cancer you have. It's information. It's learn and know those options are out there. And
isn't that the solution to a lot of these problems? Is just getting as informed as you possibly can. So tell us about this specific therapy that you're working at. Is it a combination?
Yes.
And is this the first time this has ever been used?
No. In fact, again, as per the earlier sequence we mentioned, this combination is already approved for a subset of people who have very advanced melanoma, bad skin cancer.
For melanoma?
Yes.
Okay.
This specific combination. And what it is your immune system is negotiated with by the cancer to say, ignore me, I'm not here or I'm not a problem. And our immune system has a lot of checkpoints, a lot of breaks, because obviously when you want to get rid of a bug, you don't want going crazy and attacking everything.
Absolutely.
So lots of checks and balances. This is going in and interfering. These drugs go in and tell the immune system, remove the brake, do pay attention to that specific cancer. So that's what we're trying to do. It's very delicate because, of course, once you remove the brake, the immune system may not just attack that specific cancer. It may do what it does, be a general protector. But specifically here, these two drugs remove the brake a little bit and help the immune system to boost its response. So it's like a double stimulus.
So have you already seen some people benefiting from this?
We have, but not on this specific study. As I said, it's already approved by the FDA for patients with advanced melanoma,
Right.
so it's successful there in some people. And at Northwestern, we also have other studies of this combination for other subsets. One subset, for example, of women with very aggressive breast cancer. So this study looks and is focused on patients with the rarer tumours, but of course there's enormous advances in the common ones as well.
Sure. So you're hopeful that this is going to be a good thing as you study and realize who can actually be helped and how effective this is.
Absolutely,
Yes.
and will mean that people who would otherwise perhaps get less attention are absolutely central to the
Are
whole
you excited
endeavour.
about this? Is this-
Extremely.
Yeah.
Very.
Well, I have to say, fascinating to talk to you, very interesting. Keep up the good work. It's a great thing that you guys are doing out there, and it's giving hope to people who maybe didn't have another option. So we appreciate you coming in.
Thank
Thanks
you
so
very much.
much.
Thank you.